Hello, this is Andre. Welcome to another week of updates for Cosmic Dream. This is going to be update version 0.5.0 and changing the format of these weekly updates, doing them in a little bit more of a devlog format to try to provide more description, voiceovers of some of the new features, how they work, and provide more context and information on how the game works as I talk through some of the new features. So I'll put the features up here and the changes up in the screen, and we'll start walking through them. Before we start with talking through the actual updates and new features, I want to talk a little bit about this area that I'm in right now. So this isn't an actual level in the game itself, but it is a level where I test things before integrating them into the world of Cosmic Dreams. So whenever I'm creating a new character, a new system, um, or new vehicle, a new weapon, a new anything like that, it gets created in here, tested in here, and then when it's ready, then it gets integrated into the actual world so a player can experience it. So sometimes this area can look a little messy with NPCs running around and boxes everywhere. You might have seen that on previous videos. That's just because it's used for testing purposes. So now let's talk about the first update for version 0.5.0, and that's the Lucky Spin Wheel. And this is a new toy that is added, and you can find it in the Star Lounge. And it's just another way that you can make some money in the game. And so we're going to take a look at what it does here. It has, if you look at the wheel, it has a cost. Each of them has different costs. The costs are randomized from a range of values. So I think I have it set to like 10 is the smallest and 50 is the highest cost for spinning the wheel. And then second, you can see a price and the prize is what you gain after spinning the wheel. And then spins left is also randomized from I think it's 1 to 5. You can see they all have different spins left. So we'll go ahead and spin this first one to see how it works. And the wheel is spinning, it will eventually slow down, land on a prize that you will get. In this case, landed on 100, so I paid 40 for a spin and I got 100, so that's awesome. We'll go ahead and spin the other ones at the same time. I'll just mention that the prize that you get actually does match the graphic that the Lucky Spin wheel landed on. So that's a cool little detail there. So we'll go ahead and we'll go spin all of these, and we'll see what we get. So the first one we got 120. Second one we got 25, and the third one 35. So you can see the first one we definitely gained some good money there. Second one we actually lost money, and then the third one we also won some money. It's low probability of losing money. Most of the time when you use these, you will actually gain money. So that's the spin wheel. You can find it in the Star Lounge, and you could find it in future themes of the game and different chapters of the game. Next thing I wanted to talk about was in the Steam forums, there was some questions around character customization and a character creator. The game does not have a character creator. When you start the game, you start naked, but you can customize your character with equipment that you get throughout the game, including when you customize or select your class, you'll get a look for your character, and you can change different elements of your character to customize how he looks. So for instance, in your inventory, you'll find a section of the inventory which includes a slot for helmets, which do impact how your character looks, a slot for weapons that impact how your character looks, a slot for bags that will impact how your character looks, boots. Some of them do change your character, but most of them do not. Items do not change how your character looks, unless, for instance, in this case, you have a hoverboard which you deploy and you can use. And then the armor probably has the biggest impact on your character's look, as well as on the stats of your character. So, for example, in here, if I were to drop this armor that I have, you can see it changes my character. If I were to drop the hair, you can see it changes my character. If I go ahead and collect them back again, I get my hair back and my armor back. And in my inventory, I have a hood, which I can swap swap out for my hair, and I have the hood equipped and changes how my character look. Or I can have black hair if I select the black hair in my inventory. I also did add some boxes here to show the current hairs that are in the game. In the game, if you go to the Cosmic Plane area, there's the town there has a shop which you can buy any of the hairs currently in the game. Hairs don't actually change the stats of your character, so they're almost free to purchase at the shop. But I wanted to show a little bit more of the. I did add some specifically some blonde hairs because the gentleman on the Steam forum was asking about if you could be a blonde character. So I did add some blonde hairs to the game. You can see, for example, here's one. Um, and then this one's kind of a fun one, interesting looking one. And then also I got this one as well. So a few other fun ones that I added this week were this gum hair that you can also buy and select if you want a different look for your character. I'll go through and I'll show all the other hairs that are in the game currently. It's a wide variety of different colors and different styles of hairs, including kind of like this red one. So you can really customize your character. We have helmets too. Won't go through the helmets. Maybe at some point I'll make a devlog showing off all the different armor sets. There's a lot of different armors and weapons that you can select, which all change your character's appearance, helmets, and hair. So I wanted to go through the current hair selection and how you actually customize your character in the game. So next we'll move on to Club Moon and look at some of the updates there. Alright, so here we are in Club Moon, and the way you get here is unique, so I won't talk through that. I'll let you discover that as you play. But we'll take a look at what has changed here in Club Moon. So right in the back here you can see we have a new room, or a new door, interesting looking door, that if you see it's locked, and you can only enter if you are the undead. So again, let you guys figure out how to get in here. It's a unique way to get in here, the new mechanism that was added to the game. And there's some interesting things in here that you can get. Just like the Cosmic Cradle in here has very unique classes that you can select and equip, which again comes with their own set of equipment and items. So the other major update for this area was most of the NPCs in here have been updated with new dialogue. For instance, the skeleton at the bar here will talk about was a hard-working person in life and wonders if he wasted his life working only to end up dead, and didn't spend a lot of time discovering love, and if he threw his life away working all of his life. Cosmic Dream is a game that has a love theme to it, and while it's a bit mysterious now because chapter 1 you get some glimpse here and there, but as the game evolves you'll learn more about the story. Here's another ghost who's passed out at the bar, and if you talk to him he's passed out here, but he'll also give you a little indication of what does he want, one more drink, perhaps one more love. So updates on dialogue. We got Dusty Rhodes here, who talks. If you encounter his character across different areas of the game, and he's always talking about an upcoming disaster related to the loss of love in the future. So again, part of the story that you learn more. Piano player has also been updated with a new image, also named Corvin Vale, and he talks about the reason why he plays the piano eternally for the undead. And also the bartender has also been updated with new dialogue. That's a bit more interesting. So those are many updates for Club Moon. Again, a very cool area. You have to figure out how to get to this area and discover the additional secrets inside. Alright, so the last thing I wanted to show today was the two new enemies that were added to the game. The Fire and Ice Elemental. Now, the game already has the Fire and Ice Elementals. They're just larger versions of the elementals with different attacks. So these two are a little smaller and they have different attack patterns, as well as they have a chance of dropping their armor set or skin, which we'll take a look at here. but we'll try to engage one at a time and defeat them in battle. There's a fire breath, have a chance of burning you. They can be quite challenging. If you have a good weapon with you, like this coral sword, you can beat them relatively easily. And a fire mace that burned me on there. Alright, so he didn't drop his skin. Let's see if the ice elemental drops his skin and we'll defeat him. This is the test area, so I do have a healing stone here. I'll give it any time to regain all my stats. So he has also a similar breath action to freeze you. And he killed me. Okay. That's okay. In the test area, so we always quickly respawn if we die. He also did not drop his skin, so in case that happened, I did put a box in here with the new skin so I can show you guys what that looks like. So here is the fire elemental skin, and here is the ice elemental skin. And those new guys, those new monsters, they have a chance of dropping those. In this case, for the video, they did not drop. So here's how they look in your inventory. The fire one turns into the fire elemental. So again, just provides you more fun customization options for your character. But these armors, they actually, if you look at the bottom left of the description, they actually provide you fire affinity. So if you use this armor to fight anything that might inflict you with a burn status effect, this will protect you against that. And then the ice one protects you against being frozen. So very good option if you go into explore and tackle the ice cosmic plane theme world. So here's how the ice one looks like. And those are the major updates, additions for this week. There's a few more changes. Again, if you're interested, the build will be up on Steam. You can go interact with the new features in the game, and hope you're having fun and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.